And
Perfect timing, thank you. Welcome to Destination Divergence, episode 69. This is the Might, Metal, and Magic group. Recently, you have accomplished your first goal that the Traveler set out for you. You headed to Thaliost, you investigated what could be causing the disturbances nearby, and you sought out a dragon shard of Kyber that the Traveler says contains some of the essence of Rak'tul-Kesh, the Rage of War. After some navigation and roadblocks in the way, you found yourself in a strange vault, which required many trials of combat to open. In this vault, you found Nala and decided to let him finish the task for you, and then ambushed him at the end. He had a
maximum effort.
He had a friend, a Rakshasa, who attacked you, and you managed to deal enough damage to both of them before they completed their task that they fled, thinking that they'll get back to you another time. You opened the vault and struggled through the heat and the overwhelming mental presence that pushed down on you, but Eli managed to pull the dragon shard off of its pedestal and pocket it. The fires in Thaliost stopped, and the raging war above, the senseless, maddening war, came to an end. You went to the local Orient chapter house and found there it completely empty, save for the Traveler himself polishing the bar. He gave you each a blessing as a reward when you mentioned that you would like a reward, and also told you that Reckonmark, across the Sound, was your next destination. I believe after that you all headed up and completed a long rest, so go ahead and do that if you didn't last time. But the floor is now yours. What will you do?
Long rests only reduce one exhaustion, right?
Long rest.
Correct.
Alright.
I think
I think you already took them.
I did, yeah.
Why is Juno's name now DS Juno?
Why is Juno's name now DS Juno? I don't know. Probably by accident.
Juno?
Okay. They use X Juno?
Full screen?
There we go, though. Should be fixed.
Thank you.
So, you long rested through the day, technically. It's getting close to evening again now.
Did the music just drop?
Yep.
Yeah, the music dropped.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. Oh, man.
Not the intro anymore.
Hey, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? Didn't we have a thing?
The Traveler,
oh,
yes.
We gotta go to the Lich
Ashes.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
So let's...
Well, that's kind of a bad name for it.
Let's go here. So 3M is currently on Thaliost. Right across the Scion Sound is Reckonmark, which used to be connected to Thaliost by bridge, but that was destroyed during the last war, and it's such a massive bridge that no one has allocated resources to reconstruct it since then. It's only been a few years since it broke down, so...
So we've got a couple options. First, we enable our cart to move fast enough that we jump the gap.
Yes. I like this option.
Milos is in full support of this plan.
Rocket power.
The 40-mile gap.
Mm-hmm.
I said fast enough. That still applies.
Yeah.
No.
If we can speed up enough, we can actually clip past it without
Also,
ever being over the
holy
water.
shit. A 40-mile bridge? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, wait,
Was
that's...
a marvel of engineering
tremendous.
that was created using magic by Ondair before the war,
And
then
subsequently blown up.
yeah, it took
Alright.
so many resources to make originally that no one has tried to repair it since.
We could always, embark on a ship.
Yeah, whose ship?
I don't know, find a ship.
Isn't the party
That,
bus
or we
like
can go
half a
all
boat
the way
anyway?
down through Thrain, and then go through the Mournland, or go even further south. Oh wait, no, you'd have to still go through the Mournlands.
Or turn the party bus into a boat.
Yeah.
That's it. But I thought you said you need Carrot to drive it.
We do.
Yep.
Honestly, I forgot about Carrick.
Wow!
Just in general.
It's been half a day, Leroy.
I know.
It hasn't even been that
Been a
long.
really, really long half a
It's
day. I'm so
literally-
exhausted.
It's literally
But
been like
he's
18
so
hours.
forgettable.
Hold on a fucking second.
I hope he's watching us.
Guys?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on over here?
Oh yeah, we knew about that.
Yeah, that's where the dwarves used to live.
The former Roar holds.
Yeah, well, they might still do, but certainly we got.
Is this Mournland 3.0?
Oh yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen?
We
Well,
were
we
told
were-
No, we were
in
in
Stormhome.
Mournlands 2.0.
Wait, but I thought
Yeah, our
2.0
traveler
and
buddy told us about that. Remember?
2.0 and 3.0 happened like the same time.
Yeah, it was really fast.
I didn't even fucking remember that. Holy shit.
Hold up, there's a place on this map called Basura Swamp. I feel like I commented on that before.
Yep.
Where?
So turns out if you learn things and then forget them, you get to experience the surprise twice.
I love
I
having a
know,
bad
right? Oh
game.
my god.
I wish I could do that with Outer Wilds.
Oh. I need to play some more Outer Wilds.
The DLC is excellent.
I gotta know.
This stream brought to you by Outer Wilds.
I fucking wish.
Did
Outer
someone
Wilds
say
sponsor?
Raid Shadow Legends?
Shadow-
You know what?
Shadow
They would
Legends.
sponsor us. You think they wouldn't?
Anyway, hey Dross, didn't you say something about wanting to get some parts before we went to Reckonmark?
I need scrolls. Two scrolls.
What kind of scrolls?
I need a scroll of checks DMs.
What's a scroll of checks DMs? Cause I don't know what that is.
Drost
So weird,
stares.
I can't help you
Yeah.
with that scroll.
Drost
need
pulls out
this.
his dragon shard that he can stare into to read.
That I have notes on. That
Yep.
is a thing.
Does the thing?
I need the scroll of enlarged reduce, and I need the scroll of magic weapon.
Scroll of obtuse? What?
Enlarge,
Enlarge goose?
reduce.
Oh, enlarge and reduce. I thought I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
enlarge goose.
It's like
Roll of a
how-
large goose.
It's like the spell that I use to make Drost big sometimes, and that one time I also used the same spell to make Null a little. You might not have been here yet for that, though.
Can you like just write one of those then?
I need magic paper and ink, but yes.
It also takes time.
It shouldn't take more than like half a day.
Do you think Soup would have one?
Should we really go back to Soup? Doesn't she know that we stole from her by
What
now?
happened in Soup?
I don't
Uh,
think she's particularly smart.
I remember you came running out, but also I think I fell asleep.
Oh, we knocked her out.
Oh, does she
Yeah.
know?
We knocked her out
I
and
have no
stole
idea.
a spell scroll of delayed blast fireball
Among
right,
other
that's
that
what
things.
we
we
had
got
looked
that.
at earlier in the day.
Right. So like she probably knows.
Yeah, if she didn't put two and two together by this point, there's no saving that girl.
But she didn't seem that smart, right?
Well, I mean, she could just not be alive anymore.
She also couldn't read. Yeah, I say we go check it out.
We scope it out from a safe distance. Good plan,
Or-
Leroy.
Or just walk in. What's she going to do? You know, the city is like on fire and shit.
True. If she tries to kill us, we can just kill her.
Oh, okay. We don't need.
Good plan.
Can we not do that?
She seems weak. It's like
Also an
always.
Hi,
option.
Charlie. How you doing?
Oh, we could kill Charlie, yeah.
No, we're not
No.
killing Charlie.
Alright.
Hi,
Let's go see Scoop.
Charlie. Oh, thank you.
All right. So you head back out into the town, and it's been a few hours of you all resting. And the town has started to pick up the pieces. There are people cleaning up the streets, at least, things like that. I mean, obviously, it's going to take some time, and lots of people are in shock. But you can see some people, especially members of the Silver Flame, helping out, at least making things a little less grim. So you make your way down the streets. Now, you've been to Soup a few times before. You remember its location. But at first, you don't locate it. You go down the street, you see it's not there. Come back again, and you realize... Wait, that group of buildings right there, that's all collapsed. That must have been where Soup was. One of those.
No!
There is a pile of burnt rubble, like many of the buildings in the town have become.
Mm,
Do you think maybe the
Alright.
basement survived?
yeah, let's go look. I'll start sifting through the rubble, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll start moving the heavy stuff with telekinesis.
All right.
In through the rubble.
I'll help.
All
Not
right.
I'll help.
telekinesis, but help Drost.
Yep. By your powers combined, I won't even make you roll for it. There's enough of you that it's not going to take too long. Especially since a lot of this is pretty burnt out and not the heaviest anymore. Some things are easily breakable into smaller chunks to make them easier to move, and especially with telekinesis on your side, it is fine. You move out a good bit of the rubble, and everything is pretty burnt. There's chests that have burnt and collapsed in, with everything inside destroyed, but somebody make me an investigation check. You may choose who, and somebody may assist them.
Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, I have a 3.
I'd say I'm probably about twice as good as you are at investigation.
All right, why don't you try
Probably
that
like
then?
3 and a little times as good as you at investigation.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Milos is this.
Yeah, why don't I just guide you?
Oh yeah,
then, so
Milos
that
is
can
like
help.
a genius. I totally forgot about that.
Hey, so did I.
Oh, did I hear
Alright.
the word guidance?
I did. You did.
Right.
Ooh.
Whatever.
Ooh. We haven't guided in a while.
No,
So
the
guidance
neglect my
is a
cantrips.
D4, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is funny because you're a warlock.
Yeah.
Okay, so 18. 19.
19. All right. I think somebody gave you advantage on that as well, if you want to just see if you
Yep.
get higher than that.
Sure.
Nope.
Okay, so-
19.
So that's a 28 now.
That's a... okay, that didn't include your bonus.
Just the
Gotcha.
D20.
28 now, I see. All right.
29 even.
28 including the one.
Okay.
17, 10, 1. Yeah, 28.
Thought the first investigation check. Oh, that was an actual
Thank
18.
you.
Yes.
Said.
Yep. All right. So, you're shifting through all of this luggage. Luggage? Where did that come from?
We're about to find luggage, boys.
About to find luggage. You're sifting through all of the rubble, and eventually everything's caked in ash and soot. But eventually, Milos, you do find what looks like a trapdoor. You're stepping on things, and one thing sounds hollow. You step on it a bit more, and some of the ash shakes off, and you feel like you could head down there if you wished.
Hey, look, guys, I found a trapdoor. Should we go in? Looks like you can.
I don't see
Ooh.
why not. Let's go check it out.
All right.
I don't mind going to check it out.
Open
Yeah,
up the
sounds
trapdoor.
good.
It's pretty easy to open at this point. It looks like it was locked at one point. As you open it up, it's actually the hinges that just completely break free from the burnt surroundings, and the lock itself has now become a makeshift hinge as you open the thing up.
Nice.
It's dark down there, but most of you can see in the dark. I think only Milos
I
can't.
can
I can feel
can
the dark.
fight.
Does anyone light a torch or a light for Milos?
No,
Why would we need to light any light?
we can see.
Set a
Yeah.
bonfire in somewhere, some corner of the room.
I'll use magic tinkering to turn a small piece of metal rubble into a 5 light, 5 dim light.
Into
All right,
a
I see that and,
candlelight.
and feel a little bit bad, so then I cast light on the little piece of thing that he was casting light on. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, make
Thank
me a dexterity check, Eli.
Oh?
You dropped the rock.
All right.
18.
Your reflexes are very fast on this. Milos begins doing the thing you've seen him do a number of times, where he creates a candlelight, and you just immediately step in and just slap it, give it light. To Milos, it almost looks like he just suddenly had an epiphany and created much more light than he's used to. And then Eli's like, "There you go."
Thank you.
All
Man,
right.
this looks about as strong as light, Milos thinks to himself for a second before realizing.
Indeed.
That
So
is amazing, and I love it.
you all head down into this basement area. This is a storage room. Previously, you had raided Soup's back room when you were looking for things, but you already emptied out pretty much everything you came across last time you were here, and B, that is when you knocked out Sue as well. You didn't
Hey,
notice
is
this
Soup
trapdoor last
down
time you were here. Roll me a perception check.
All right.
Guidance.
Is that just one person or is that everybody?
Eli asked. So
17. 17.
you look around the room and
Oh wait, hold on. I think I have advantage. Hold on.
Because of your cloak of eyes?
Because
That
of
would
my
make
robe of
sense.
eyes. Yeah. Present again. 17.
17. Okay, you look around the room and you quickly look behind some things, behind some chests and crates and such, but you don't see anything that looks like a body or a sleeping body or a body in any state of living or not.
Aw. All right.
You're pretty
that's
certain that Sue is not down here.
actually a bit sad.
Is it? She could be somewhere else.
I mean, I wouldn't envy being anywhere else. Have you seen the rest of the city?
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, what's down here?
There are a number of crates and chests.
Well,
Just start
I
going
guess we
through
should
it.
split it up and start looking through
Yeah,
everything.
start searching, yeah.
All right. I'll take the south wing of the room.
I will take northeast.
I'll take these pile of crates over here.
I'll just
Right.
guide whoever I can, because I'm too tired to really do these well.
All right, everybody who is searching, give me an investigation check, and Leroy can guide one person.
Milos.
Another 17.
Oh, that's a D20, not a D4.
No, not keep it though.
It's okay, that's a 29.
All right. Most of these are filled with common enchanting supplies. Nothing crazy like essences or any of that, but you do find large supplies of paper and inks down here by your combined efforts.
Our
I am-
powers combined.
Frantically searching through Kibble's crafting for how much paper and ink is reasonable. Scroll scribing table. Here we go.
Well, Dross, this is the paper and ink that we'll need for your spell scrolls.
Okay.
Good enough.
So paper and ink is subdivided into rarities as well, like essences. Okay, I will say the total on your investigation checks were 29, 16, and 17.
Give me 1 second.
All right. Okay, decent. You find 19 rolls of common parchment.
Are you writing this down, Milos?
Yep, I got it.
Just checking.
And I rolled equally. 2 separate rolls of 3d10. Also ended up as 19 vials of common magical ink. You don't find anything greater than common at soup.
This is actually slightly promising endeavor. Do we want to go around and look for a different magic shop and maybe raid that one too? I mean, I imagine
No!
Sounds like a great idea, but did we see any other magic shops? I didn't.
You know that there is a branch of House Cannith here in town. You've yet to visit it since the burning.
Any objections, or is anybody okay with raiding House
I
Cannith?
have objections.
What is your objection?
That's not nice to do.
Overruled.
Rebuttal. We need to do this, and we've always, as a house, preferred for things to be used rather than just abandoned.
We need supplies, and we are saving the world currently. It affords some leniency in property rights.
Can we at least
they were
leave
kind of
an
near-ish.
IOU note or something?
No,
Eli, we could
don't even know
literally
if
just
House
leave
Cannith
money.
burned down yet.
I do not owe Kenneth anything.
Eli, you can leave money for whatever we take if you really want to, but
If
it's
you really want to leave something, tell them that one of their Warforged Titans is sitting in House Lorenda Castle. Sure, they'd appreciate that more.
What?
Is that really something we want back in the hands of an active house?
Let them fight over it, I don't care.
I mean, Lorander probably doesn't even want to go back there to claim it. I think we should just leave it there. And I think I took most of everything useful anyway from it.
Fair enough.
I'm confused.
Let's just not give them any ideas.
Kenneth made the Titans.
Oh, the ones that we used?
Yes.
Oh, I
No,
totally thought that
not-
Malos made them.
Well, they probably made those ones too, but I think Drost is talking about Leroy's son, the Colossus.
The Warforged.
Oh!
House Kenneth made those.
Hmm.
Alright, let's go see House Kenneth.
Yes, let's.
Technically, House Cannith made all Warforged.
They did.
Including Leroy.
Indeed.
It's gonna be awkward.
That's
Does
why I
that mean
called
we're
this.
going to see your daddy?
No, not
Say that
really.
again.
I think he died.
Are we going to see your daddy?
Yes, okay. Just wanted to make sure that came out right.
Let's see. Cool.
All right, so you make your way to the House Cannith branch of Thaliost.
Before we get there,
Uh-huh.
I would like to use that lovely spell storing item I have to cast Disguise Self on myself. And
Spell storing item.
yes,
Okay, so
I-
you store disguise self in it. Gotcha.
yes.
Okay, and you're just expending a charge. Cool.
And I'd like to shrink down to 5 feet tall, gain a tiny bit of weight. Make myself look much older than I am. That's well.
What are you doing?
Why are you changing your appearance? Are you worried about House Kenneth?
Worried is a word for it.
Okay.
Let's just say for now that I'm I've worked with them before,
Worked with them.
and I'm
Like
not sure
for?
where. Yeah, you could say that.
This is not helpful.
In any case, the political structure is really complicated and very messy at the moment.
So you did legal things.
Really, legality sort of a
Milo.
I don't
spectrum.
think it was strictly illegal, anything that I
Mm.
did.
I don't believe that.
It's
You're being too shifty.
just that I'm not so much a fan of the branch that's led from Karnath, and with proximity to them,
All
I
right.
prefer not to
You're
Don't
going to
worry.
need to
be recognizable.
You'll need to go more into detail on this when we're far from people.
Yes, don't worry. We won't tell them it's you.
I do have a question though. So you're making yourself a little shorter, a little fatter, a little older, or significantly
Mhm.
older. Are you going for just like commoner's clothes, or are you going for anything in particular? Like,
Oh, right. Disguise self can change your clothes, can't it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's a whole illusion cast over you.
I'll go
Commoner's
for
clothes.
commoner's clothes, slightly tattered as would be expected after walking around this kind of town, burnt the way it is.
All right, sounds good. I will keep that in mind.
Speaking of which, I probably need new clothes.
Probably. We've all been in the sewer.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
got several sets of clothes that I took from Stormkeep. They're pretty nice.
I was roasted half to death by a fucking phoenix.
Oh, that did happen.
Who of you would have visited Karnath or Reckonmark, or just Karnath specifically? Or would know
Yeah,
anything about it?
lol, no.
I probably would have visited
Really
Karnath.
sure, yeah, that's just Eli.
Yeah, Eli probably would have,
Silos
because
would have
that's,
avoided it like the plague.
that's just north of Talenta Plains.
And I was a traveling bard. I just went everywhere the coin took me.
Yeah, probably was one of the first places you traveled then.
Honestly, yeah.
So Eli, you would know that Karnath is surprisingly cold for its location.
Mm.
It is an area of Corvair where the winters hit harshest and take a long time to leave. It's almost the end of spring before the snow starts to melt, that kind of thing.
All right.
And it is still technically winter, although it's like right at the end of it. So if you're preparing anything, that cold weather clothing may be something to prepare. I think most of you
guys.
have that already, but if you don't, that might be an extra thing to
Don't
check.
believe I do. I
We
should
should
buy
find
some of that.
stuff to bundle up.
I don't need it.
Why don't you need
Yeah.
it?
I'm tougher than you.
Well, I'm gonna get it. I suggest you get it. But
I
if you
don't need
don't talk back to me. If you don't, then you don't. But I would suggest it. Are there any shops standing, like, for clothes in this?
You could go looking if you want.
Let's
It's worth
go.
a shot, right?
Let's go
Oh,
looking so
I've
we
got-
can get some fresh clothes before we go to the.
I've got a bunch of clothing that I have from Stormhome if you just like some clothes.
Do you have warm clothes?
They're fine.
Yeah, I've got 3 sets of fine clothes and like 8 sets of very fine clothes.
All
We have
right,
an
and we're
entire
searching for a
wardrobe.
clothes place.
All right. Whoever wants to take the lead on looking for a shop that is open and selling clothing can roll me an investigation check, and someone else can give them advantage and guidance. All of that can be done.
Let's see.
I can do that if you guys like.
Sure.
All right.
Well, the smartest.
And is anyone helping?
I'm guiding.
I'll help you out.
All right.
26.
All right, it does not take you long at all. You do pass a number of buildings, especially the buildings that were like typically in the market area of Thalas were not far from the Tower of Judgment, so a lot of that area got burnt down. However, you do find outside one of the burnt down buildings is sort of a makeshift tent with somebody who is selling primarily clothing. And they are selling primarily cold weather clothing. There's just a human male sitting at a chair with piles of identical clothing around him and a big sack of money that he appears to be putting all of his sales revenue into.
Well,
hi there.
Yes, hello. You're here to buy clothing, then, I assume. It's 5 gold each. I'm trying to do what I can, so I'm selling them at a bit of a discount.
I don't know where it is.
Well, I was gonna barter, but now it's a little bit mean to barter.
Many of these people, I'm sure, like you yourselves, don't have fully functional walls, and it's cold, so extra furs to keep the cold away. But I unfortunately still need to improve my own situation here as well. My house burnt down, so I'm still charging, just not as much.
Just a quick question. If we didn't look like adventurers, what would you be charging?
Leroy, you can't just ask that.
Roll me persuasion.
Leroy pauses mid random gesture as Milo says that. Persuasion.
I don't care what you look like. 5 gold is 5 gold.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, okay.
These are good furs. They will keep you warm.
Do you have anything that would fit a dog?
I'm sure I could alter one of these to fit. Does it need to go around the legs, or can it just kind of drape?
It could kind of drape, and if you have booties, that'd be great.
Do you have
Booties.
anything that could fit me?
I could maybe stitch a few things together.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right, how much will that be?
Well, the dog one will take me a little extra work, but not as much material. Let's just say that's an even 5 gold as well. You, big man, if you need one, I might have to charge you double.
That's fine.
So we're talking 30 gold total?
If each of you is getting one and one for the dog, yes.
All right, and I take 30 gold out of my pocket and hand it to him.
Thanks much for your business. I will, he kind of gets up from his seat and stretches out a bit. I will get right to work on stitching that together. Shouldn't take me long. It won't be pretty work. I apologize, but it should be functional against the cold.
As long as it works. Thank you
Yeah, that's the
kindly.
important part.
Warm
Also,
good
do you
enough.
think you could potentially make use of these, and I don't know, reach into my pocket and slap down 8 Lyrandar outfits
Where did you get these?
somewhere else.
Kept pretty
How's
well.
These ones are literally soaked in potions. We were on an aid mission.
Well, they're very fine cloth, exceptional even. I'm not sure if they'd be practical right now, but I'm sure I could sell it eventually, or even repurpose it.
I figure it's better for someone else to have it, right?
Yeah,
True.
probably.
I don't know what that'll do against the cold for now, but like I said, I can hold on to it. Make use of it in the future. How about, let's see, for each of these, 8 gold pieces for each.
Sure, for each one, so that's what, 64? Well, let's call it an even 60 to get the potion stains out.
For the 3 of these?
Oh, no. We've got two sets of normal fine clothes that I've found. 3 fine Lyrandar clothes with emblems on them, and then 3 similar ones, but with very, very expensive potion that probably doesn't work anymore.
I see. Okay. I only heard the Lyrandar ones for some reason. Gotcha. Okay,
Oh,
so for
Yeah,
set of
8 in total.
Yes. An even 60 sounds perfect.
Great deal.
So he'll take your 30 gold and then give you 60 back.
I'm not sure that transaction made total sense, but oh well.
Well, I didn't want them anymore.
No, you should have just given you 30, because never mind.
Well, maybe.
Leroy?
He already gave me the gold, so it was already in the bag. I
Right,
can give you
yeah,
your
like
30
that,
back
but
if you
yeah.
want. Like, are those
No.
coins special to you, or are they...
No, but Leroy?
Yeah,
Leroy,
what's up? Yeah?
can I have 30 gold?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Pulls out 30 platinum. Oh, wait, no.
What?
No. I'll hand you 30 of the gold.
Just give me, like, an hour. I will be right back. I will get right to work on this.
We have an errand to run, so we will be back.
Excellent. Okay. As he enters the tent, he kind of pulls out a couple needles, which hover like over his hands, and then you hear lots of like coming from inside the as it closes.
Oh,
That
if we
is
fought
so
this guy,
cool.
he'd be a pretty good boss fight, guys.
All right, let's keep going on our errand.
All right. So with that commission being undertaken, you continue on to the House Cannith. There we go. House Cannith branch in Thaliast. It's not too far away. It's also in the Market District, the Three Corners Bazaar. And you do find it collapsed as well, as many buildings in the area are. However, there is already a crew here, all bearing House Cannith colors. It appears they've already picked through the wreckage and have begun like reconstruction efforts. There's already scaffolding up, and there's lots of magic reconstruction going on as rubble is converted back into walls and things of that nature.
How many of them and how heavily armed?
Oh shit!
Most of them are wearing hard hats and other protective gear. They all appear to have a wand on each. Like each of them has a wand on a hip as just a bit of protection. You don't see any like large weaponry or anything.
I am not even slightly surprised, as Kenneth is very industrious.
Yeah.
You can say that again.
As you begin looking over everything, a human male with a like a clipboard in one hand, furiously scribbling at it, looks up and walks over to you. Yes, can I help you? We're quite busy here.
Yeah, we cleaned up
Looking to
the
see
city
if we
a
can
bit.
help it anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
we've got it covered. Thank you, though.
I
We're
see
just
that.
reconstructing. We're back in business. Hopefully by next week, if you still are in town.
We're sort of on an hour's kind
So
of
you're-
schedule.
You're not selling things right now.
We're just trying to save the world and whatnot.
And do you have a boss somewhere?
Don't say
maybe?
that. It sounds.
All right, one of you make me a
Wait.
persuasion check at advantage.
All right, come on, who's it
Go
gonna
ahead,
be?
Eli.
It's gonna be fucking me. No, you know.
Mine aren't that bad. There's not plus 14.
I
Two.
have a -1.
Holy shit!
I'm so bad at persuasion. My positives are
And
negatives.
that's only with an
That's
18.
amazing.
for a roll.
Well, I can
Yeah.
see you are all. Nope. Let me just go see. He kind of like looks around at you, and you've each got like a bulging coin purse that's like very clearly a coin purse and has so many coins in it that it's just obvious. Like, let me just go see what I can find. We're not like in business, but is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just I can come back with a list of a few things that we've salvaged?
Mm, I'd say
Easier to
grab
just take a
it.
look.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I can't let you on the premises right now. We're under construction, and it's just policy. But I can come back with at least a few things of interest.
I think he just meant grab us a list.
Okay, I will be right back.
Thank you.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, shopping episode
Shopping
While he turns
episode.
around, nope.
in a burned down city.
Do I still have gloves of fever? I could give them to you if you want it.
All right, so we wait for nighttime.
And then we go in and find every object on this list.
Yep.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I do have gloves of thievery active. Cool.
Hey,
Pardon
so when
me
did we
while I
become
roll.
evil?
We're not evil.
What the fuck? That's neutral at worst.
This
I
party
just
has been
supplied that guy with
extremely-
fine clothes
party has been
We are
extremely
morally
chaotic
questionable
neutral.
at best.
and something that used to be a potion of power.
Evil is I start killing the Cannith workers.
Yeah, exactly. Evil is what Eric would do.
All right.
Free wands.
Yeah.
So he returns, says, we did manage to salvage a few things that are, well, you all look like you've got quite the budgets with you, so I only selected the top shelf things.
I mean, yeah.
we
I
have
like
this,
the bottom shelf stuff too.
Would be useful.
Well, if you are, I can go back again, but these are the most impressive things I could find back there. Here, first there's this staff that bears significant healing capabilities. Can cast a number of healing spells for you every day. Should come in handy for a group of, I assume, adventurers like yourself.
Yeah.
We all very rich.
Love to hear that. That would run you quite a pretty penny, though. As will all of these things.
Eli, that might come in handy for you.
Also, something quite convenient as well that I'm sure you're familiar with, a pair of enchanted bracelets that increase your defensive capabilities. Also very helpful for adventurers like yourselves. I don't know if you ever have needed to capture somebody or something, but we have these bands that you can throw at something that you need to take in, say a bounty you're going on. Do adventurers still do those? Is that more of a Thrash thing?
We're
Any of you from
primarily, we're primarily kill on sight.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, we do still have those if you're interested, but they will immediately catch something in a cage of sorts until you release them.
Interesting.
And finally, we have an Ioun stone that you could let float around your head, and it will warn you if there is any danger nearby.
Eyebrows up.
That is quite handy. I haven't seen one of those in a very long time.
Yes, all of these items are exceedingly powerful and exceedingly expensive. Are you interested in any of the four? It's what we've
What are
salvaged
your
so far.
prices, good sir?
Which item are you
For
interested in?
adventurers such as ourselves, we need these in order to save the world, you know? I'm pretty interested in that healing staff, if I do say so myself.
And I'm extremely interested in the Ioun stone.
The healing staff is quite pricey. I could get that to you for 5,000 gold pieces.
What the
Oh, wait,
fuck?
we have that.
Wait,
It's not
that's
even
it?
that much.
Does Trust say that out loud?
Yes.
You crank up prices on us.
I was worried.
So you could take that, potentially.
And how much is the Ioun stone?
The Ioun stone... I could get that to you for 13,000.
Cool. What kinds? Do you know?
Like I said, it will keep you aware of your surroundings at all times and make it so that you are unable to be surprised by any of the dangers that might provoke you.
Gotcha.
So I'm
Well,
pretty sure we can afford both of
That
those.
would be
What do
good
you
to
guys
have.
think?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I could definitely.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at our party fund too.
Oh, right, we have party funds. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Healing
We got a
stuff.
shit ton of gold and platinum. I don't know what that was
Oh,
from.
yeah.
Healing stuff 100%. We need that. We use
Yeah,
a lot
for
of spell
sure.
slots on healing.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
I would assume like Eli starts like pulling out a giant sack of like gold and is like, "All right, we'll take both of them."
Did your scroll supply survive?
We have not taken inventory of our scrolls at the moment, but I can go back and check if there's anything in particular that you're looking for.
we'd love
Larger
for you to do
dudes?
that.
And the magic weapon.
All right, first let's deal with this first transaction. Let me get this taken care of.
Indeed.
Right. So, see, we have
13,000 for the
1,000.
stone.
Okay, I'm gonna take that away from the gold. So I'll change that into
Sort
1,501. All right, here's 13,000 gold.
sorting through the purse. Is it alright if we pay in $1,000 bills?
And then
That's preferable,
platinum-
yes, actually.
Ah, fuck. All right, and then platinum we have 1112. So I need to do math.
We need 500.
Are you
more
are you looking
platinum.
at the party funds note
Yeah.
or the inventory storage thing?
The 3M storage.
Okay.
3M storage.
So I think there was a party notes note that is now out of date. Okay, it's empty anyways. Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's
I already
gone now.
subtracted 13,000 from the gold. So
Mhm.
the ion stone's paid for. Now the staff. Let me go and open up a calculator. You said that was 5,000?
Yes.
112 minus 500. And then that brings us down to 612 platinum. And I hand him the 500 platinum.
Well, I can tell I judged you correctly. Thank you for your business. This will certainly help kickstart our construction efforts even further. Maybe we'll even be able to afford some expansion now.
And if there's anything else in there that we might be interested in, we've got more money.
Yes, like I said, we're still working here. We only got here today. It's been a few hours. We're still taking inventory, but if there's anything you have in mind, like the scrolls I mentioned, feel free. Who is taking which item, by the way? Just so I know whose sheets to add things to.
I am taking the Staff of Healing because,
Yep.
I'm the heal bot.
And I'm taking the Ion Stone
All right.
because robot.
Ion Stone of Awareness added to Leroy. And Staff of Healing added to Eli. Blam. Did that work?
I've got it.
Alright, do we have time now to look into the scrolls?
Hold on.
Or is
one
that a later
second,
thing?
Because I don't think the staff added to Eli's sheet properly.
Oh, nice.
Staff of Healing. There it is. Okay, now it's added. Double checking. Glad it did. Cool. So that has a number of spells on it. That recharges daily.
And
Scrolls.
it's not attunable. Oh my god.
It probably should be attunable. There was a bug when I imported items. Please hold.
Damn it.
Staff of Healing requires attunement by a bard, cleric, or druid. Ion Stone requires attunement in general.
It does? I thought Ion Stones, famously didn't require attunement.
No,
Some
they
do.
do.
Ah, bummer.
Oh wow. This is
It just says requires attunement in general.
a nice staff.
I don't see any varying.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Use the action. Yeah, once it just says on the card requires attunement, and then after that, when you use your action, toss it in the air. It'll
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah,
there.
for some reason, I've wanted to get an Ion Stone for 5 years. Never realized they require attunement. Alright, well, not using that. Cool. Who wants an Ion Stone?
Hurry up.
Holy shit.
I mean, I've got attunement slots to spare.
In my list, I realized I actually can't use this.
You ever just yeet 13,000 gold into something you can't use?
That's
Tell
alright.
me you have more money than sense without telling me you have more money than sense.
All right, I gotta copy this over to Milos and then
We
delete
have
it.
insane persuasion. We can sell it back later.
True. We'll sell this
There
for
you
30,000 later.
So if you attune to that and wear it, Milos, you cannot be surprised.
I will do that then eventually.
All right, good. Scrolls, you said. Big sir. Of which variety did you require? I can go check.
Oh, the magic weapon and enlarge reduce.
Oh, okay, both relatively normal stock. I'll go check.
All right.
I'm gonna have him make an investigation check, which he rolled very high on. So he's gonna come back with both. So he comes back with a scroll under each arm and holds them out in front of him and says, each of these will be he's old. You could take both of these together for 400 gold pieces.
This is so fucking cheap. Give me them.
Yeah, like I said, they're relatively normal stock. We keep these around. Useful for all sorts of things. That enlarge reduce spell and magic weapon is extremely commonly used by adventurers like yourself, so we make sure to keep these around.
Yeah. If I ever come back around, I'll show you what I make with it. I think you'll like it.
Please do. We'd love more business, of course.
Oh, it's not for sale.
Well, I just mean, if you're visiting, I'm sure we can tempt you with something. We'll have more stock then.
We're very temptable.
Did you happen to have any more of those scrolls of enlarge reduce and magic weapon? I could also use a set.
Hey, you got any of them scrolls?
Yep. Like I said, we're still doing inventory, but they're such common stock, I'm sure I could come back with more. I don't know exactly how many of each I have left, but there's certainly more than one down there. Another single set of each?
Yes, and do you happen to have any just non-magical parts in stock?
Just standard tinkering supplies, just parts?
Yes, as you can see, and I'll have Mecha jump up a little bit and bat my hand as I hold it out. I'm a little bit of a tinkerer.
I see.
Yeah,
Very
Tinkler.
good.
Yeah.
You look, you don't look like the type, but yeah, the results speak for themselves. Yes, I can be right back with that, of course. You just need
As Jordan rolls a insight check
you
in
just
the background.
need run of the mill, just the most common variety of standard scrap.
I'm looking for a little bit of a selection. I'm gonna need some just regular run-of-the-mill parts, a couple fancy parts. If you've got any esoteric parts, those would be helpful too. And then if you have any scrap, I'll take it, or at least a bet.
I'll go see what we have.
Thank you very much.
So it's 400 gold for the scrolls, if you're taking that, and he will get those to you. And then I'm going to... They will have parts and fancy parts in stock. I'm going to roll to see if they have esoteric parts and how many.
Milo, do you want to subtract all of it from the party fund?
Yep.
All right. He comes back again. This time pulling through the now constructed doorway with a wheelbarrow. It brings it out to you. Just kind of sets it down in front of you. Well, yes, we had plenty of parts in stock. In fact, some things were so damaged that people have already started to deconstruct them and trying to salvage the parts from them themselves down there. So, quite a number of them. Unfortunately, the more esoteric variety, we only have 2 of in stock at the moment. But if you're buying, we're selling.
Well, that's enough for my next project.
Oh, excellent. Unless you need a vast quantity, we can probably cover your needs then. That'll be 100 for each esoteric, 10 for each fancy, and 2 for each common.
Let's see, 100 for each esoteric.
I imagine as he's wheeling out each load, someone else is like looking at him someone else from the job site is like, "Are you seriously selling shit right now?"
He's just like, dude, they have so much money.
Dude, no, fucking trust me, bro.
This is our paycheck until June.
Trust me, dude. I'm draining them for everything it's worth.
All right, I'm gonna need both of those esoteric, and then 6 fancy, 10 regular, and just 15 scrap.
The scrap. I'll get to it in a second, but yes, this is the power of a 32 persuasion check.
Shit.
Scrap.
Thank you, Eli.
I'm looking through the. Yeah, you converted the. This
It's free.
manager to suddenly just sell you things. Where is scrap on this list? Please hold Jeopardy music. Scrap is used for which tree?
Tinkering. Might also be made out of blacksmith materials. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it.
All right.
Materials.
It is literally not on the
Parts.
list. I'm gonna go to tinkering then and see if it's there.
I'll take a look at blacksmithing then. Okay, so it says 20 metal scraps are made out of 1 ingot for 2 hours of crafting time and has a value of 2 gold. In
2
the
gold for
blacksmithing
20
section.
scraps.
That just says the value though, not how much it would be sold for in a shop, which I think had a different section in the original document, but I don't know where that is now.
There's a sale, like a cost for buying things thing, but it does not include
Yeah.
scrap, which I think might be intentional because they tend to sell things. I'm starting to think might be intentional because they don't sell quote unquote scrap. They would sell like metals.
Oh, it says blacksmithing materials, metals, metal scraps, rarity trivial, price 1 silver piece.
Trivial. Oh, that's not in the version of the document I have. Maybe I don't have the most up-to-date one.
Oh,
There
yeah,
you go, though.
A new one came out last night.
There you go. Okay, I'll have to update that. Thank you. So yeah, he
Oh,
would sell
shit.
you as many scraps as you need then. They're trivial.
All right. And he has the rest of the ones I mentioned, right?
Yep. You didn't
Okay.
need like an extreme amount, so
Yep.
it's got you there. So you've got the prices on your table done, I assume, so you can go ahead and deduct that.
All right. And oh, it doesn't have parts on the blacksmithing table. Oh no.
Parts I do have 100 for esoteric,
Yeah, I
10
subtracted
for
that already.
fancy, and 2 for regular
Okay.
for gold pieces.
80. And subtract that and hand over the 281.5 gold for those and put them in my bag of holding.
All right. Thank you much for all of this business. This, like I said, these funds will really help us here.
Well, it looks like you have some building to do, so
Indeed we do. I should get back to that.
yes, I'm not surprised.
Anyways,
If you don't mind me asking, sir, how's it faring for you guys? I imagine the loss of I can't remember the name of the city in Ondair. Damn it. Of your headquarters in Ondair was quite a blow. I do love your work, of course, as a tinkerer.
Indeed, there's rather unfortunate, but I mean, dark days indeed. But I will say business is booming everywhere else. So there's a
Yes.
silver lining to things, at least. Lots of people
Yeah,
want lots of equipment right now. We're doing our
At
best to fill all the needs.
at least now it happened to someone else as well, huh?
What kind of equipment?
Well, everything,
Like,
like things you just purchased.
They make everything now.
Yes, if it's magic, we make it.
A good slogan.
It's a good slogan.
That's a pretty good slogan, of course.
Magic weapons, magic armor, magic farming implements, magic tools,
Look at me.
enchantments of all variety, potions and medicines and all sorts of things.
Do you have a magic saddle?
I don't believe we've made much like that in the past. Most people tend to ride the lightning rail or one of, the many other transportation services around the continent rather than their own horse. But
I'm
we
not
could certainly have
talking
something
about a
commissioned.
horse.
Oh, I see. For a saddle for what kind of beast?
I just stare at him while I'm sitting on Juno.
These.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know what kind of beast you need a saddle
Oh.
for, would you need like a changing saddle that could fit any beast then?
No, the dog.
I mean,
the dog.
It's really just, yeah, it's Juno.
Oh, I
Do
see.
you think I'm this tall in normal life? No, I'm not. I'm short.
Well, what kind of enchantment were you thinking? You could have something commissioned. It'll be a while before we're back up and running, but you could be our first customer.
Seriously, though,
Maybe something that
that
also doubles as kind of armor.
So a bit of a defensive enchantment.
Yeah.
Something like that could certainly be made, but it would take time.
Oh, maybe we can talk about it.
We don't really have time.
But we can talk about it later.
Perhaps not a saddle, but I mean, I did mention earlier we do have these bracers. Do you think we could sort of make those fit?
The dog?
It's magic. It's meant to adapt to the creature. I've never seen a dog wear one before, but I'm not sure there's any reason it wouldn't work.
I'll
How
glance
much are the
down at
braces?
Juno and pitch in. Well, I mean, she has legs.
The
Could work.
The bracers are 9,000 gold pieces.
That's a lot.
I don't have a lot. I don't have enough in my personal
mean,
funds for that.
I can cover it. Don't worry, Eli.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
I've only been taken from party funds.
Yeah, I have about 20 gold in my personal funds.
Yeah, I've got like 20 gold.
Well, I have about 50 gold in my personal funds because of that sale I just made.
My point is, don't worry about that.
Oh, I have about 700 gold in my personal funds.
Also, I have
You actually?
1,500 platinum as well.
No, I actually do.
Jesus fuck.
I'm sorry.
So, do you all just walk around carrying all this money then?
Yes.
You must be quite confident.
Yes.
Huh.
Well,
I knew I could.
Yeah. Kind of.
I knew I judged you well when I saw you. I'm glad we've done business. I can go get those braces for you right now if you wish.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll be right back.
Now be careful having all that money sitting around. Somebody might rob you or something.
We've got excellent defenses, thank you.
I'm sure.
And
sure,
of course,
yeah.
we're taking care of the more secure elements of the facility first. And he, after saying that dramatically, he picks up the wheelbarrow again and wheels that back inside.
dramatically wheelbarrows.
Comes back
Alright.
out with a pair of bracers and immediately leans down and tries to start fitting them on Juno, unless somebody would stop him.
I hand him 18 pounds of platinum coins.
Jesus fuck.
I sit upon Juno, looking down at this man, thinking to myself,
Alright.
he's smaller than me now.
Juno now has armor of 14. There you go. Plus 2.
Wait, does that actually fit to the dog?
Yep,
bracers?
he puts it on
Magic.
the dog's front 2 legs, and the bracers shrink down and form fit to Juno's
Holy fuck.
4 legs.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I actually love this.
All right, and minus 9,000. And
Jesus.
he lifts the bag of coins. I'll go put this away as well. Can I tempt you with anything else while you're here? We've still got those bands if you ever need to capture something or someone.
My god.
Jordan keeps saying that, and I can't tell if he's trying to sell it as the guy, or if like he's trying to hint to us that we're gonna want to capture someone sometime soon.
To be fair, it would stop
Hmm.
people from rudely teleporting away from us as we're about to kill them.
All right, how much are they fucking?
How much are they?
The bands
I
would
didn't
be
even
another
think about the
12,000 gold
bench.
pieces.
12,000. I might actually need help for that.
Don't look at me.
If we use party funds, I can cover the rest of it.
Ooh. How much does it decrease if I hand you this and I hold up my blast scepter?
And it has his address and social security number on it.
Jesus.
Can I take it for a second, just may I?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, of
Takes
course.
it from you and begins
Yeah,
to
yeah,
inspect
yeah.
it. He actually
Yeah, do the thing.
pulls out of a shirt pocket like a monocle with like layers of lenses that zoom in on it and stuff. Oh, this is quite the powerful enchantment. Where did you find this?
Don't ask questions.
I
You know what?
actually don't know. It was gifted to me.
You know what? Fair enough. For this,
Instantly.
you know what?
don't ask.
You're adventurers. You're right. I should not have asked. Actually,
Pause for a second, and I'll just lean in, and I'll go.
How's Lerendar's faults?
I will. I will. He just ignores that. I will. I will just trade you this for that. How does that sound?
Perfect.
Like,
Cool, yeah.
like a quid pro quo, you say.
Yeah. I take this scepter from you. You take the bands from me.
Using my
Although-
knowledge of magic items, would I be able to get a know if this is a fair-ish deal?
I'll let you roll insight with intelligence. How does that sound?
Ooh.
Sure.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Sounds spicy.
So that's just a intelligence check, right? Because I don't have proficiency.
Yep. If you
Okay.
don't have proficiency, that's what it would be. Okay.
25. I'm gonna flash it.
Okay. With a 25, you know that the bands he's talking about are valuable. They're certainly the price he's offering you for them is fair. However, the scepter that you are offering him is definitely more valuable.
Do I know how much more? Are we getting scammed essentially?
It's something that is so rare that you've never heard of one being sold before.
All right.
So the price would be much more valuable. You're not exactly certain by how much, but in the ballpark of twice, if not more.
Jesus fuck.
We could just pay with money.
Yeah, I'll turn to Eli and say, I don't know. It seems like, well, it'll get us the bands, but if I had to estimate, I'd say that your scepter is about twice as much as, or worth about twice as much as the bands.
Oh, really?
Well, it's a business. We need to make a profit, of course. You don't think we just sell things for exactly what they're worth here, do you?
Oh yeah, that just seems like a little much.
100% profit?
Is that
I
not
know,
the
right?
standard rate?
No, it's not.
No,
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 not
anyway.
really.
no, you're just being patronizing.
How about this? We give you this black scepter for those bands, and maybe you wet our whistle a little bit with a little extra little trinket or something.
Eli, we
No.
can literally just buy the bands.
Oh, could we? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Forget everything I said. We'll just buy the band.
Roll me a persuasion check.
19!
Wait,
Really?
Probably 24.
I rolled a 5, guys.
Isn't it a minimum?
Isn't it a
You have a
25 then, I
minimum.
think? Probably 24. Whatever
Oh,
the-
wait, hold on. Yeah. It's
24.
24.
I was gonna say that's like below
Can
your
I
minimum.
also flash that persuasion check.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
29. Mhm. You can
You
tell that
ever-
as the conversation started to go south, he kind of started to back out of it. But then Eli jumping back in and like being unsure about whether or not you could buy it, and like, okay, I guess we'll buy it. He's like, okay, fine, we'll make this final deal, and I really must get back to work.
All right. So was that 12,000 for those, or 11,000?
12,000.
12,000. That's what I thought. All right. Well, here's my other 640 platinum, and then we just need 560 from the party funds, which leaves us with 12. And
Where
all
did you get that much platinum?
me, that was from a card in the deck of
right.
moderate things.
There you go.
Yeah, I had 1,500 platinum.
Perfect. All right.
I now have 0 platinum.
Oh, good. I just double checking.
Yeah,
That
that's
does make
legitimate.
sense. All right. Then I wanted to make sure that we didn't like divvy up the party funds and then not actually divvy them up or anything weird like that.
Nope, I was just really rich.
Just loaded. Yep. you paid in stat points for those gold.
Mm-hmm. Hey, my charisma's back up to 17 after Fate touched.
There you go. Excellent. All right, so you can make that last deal. 12,000 for the bands. Who's taking them?
Minus, I don't know.
Give me
Sure, I
those.
can-
Most
Yeah,
the handcuffs, I suppose.
Yeah,
Alright.
I will use this.
These do not require attunement.
Good.
They are going on trust then.
Do they stick to someone better after you beat them half to death?
like a Pokeball. No. They I've never used them myself, but we do occasionally make one of these just to keep in stock in case a bounty hunter comes through and requires them. But from what I understand, you speak the command word as you throw it at someone, and then it will immediately, the enchantment will take hold. It will expand. And as he's saying this, Dross, he hands you this tiny little 3-inch wide ball of iron that looks like a
really?
rubber band ball made of iron.
What's
Yes.
the command word?
Did you just describe a 3-inch sphere of iron as tiny?
I think you get to pick the command word when you start to use it. So whatever you want it to be.
Oh, perfect. Alright, hold
There you
still.
go.
It's tiny to Dross, who's 10 feet tall.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Wait, hold on. Dross is 10 feet tall.
I'm 10
Yeah,
feet
we've
tall.
had this conversation before.
Yeah, we've had this conversation. I'm
More
literally
than-
10 feet tall.
He's probably, what is that, more than 3 times Eli's height, right?
I
Isn't Eli
just
short?
forget. Like, Jesus.
It's been brought up a lot.
Yeah, it comes up.
More than 3 times Eli's height.
And Leroy's about 7 feet tall.
It's
Or
okay,
7.5.
It's okay, Eli. I'm about halfway between you and Eli right now because I shrunk.
Alright. I suppose we'll let you get back to your work then. Enjoy your
Counts on his fingers.
around 30,000 gold.
Yes,
Oh,
this will
that's
help
not
us
bad.
to reconstruct. Very, very well, thank you.
It's actually,
quick question.
Yes.
Just out of
40,000.
curiosity, how much would you pay for this if I was selling? I'm not.
And I'll pull out my sword off my sheath, the sheath off my back.
The Stormbrand?
This is House Loranda custom. It's one of a kind. I don't think there's another one anywhere.
Okay, for that one,
I'll pass it over to him so he can do his little hand wavy thing.
well, you understand we're not necessarily doing much purchasing at the moment. We need these funds, but I'll
I-
take a look regardless.
I don't want to sell
As-
it. I'm just curious.
Since we've done so much good business today, I will offer you an appraisal for free. And he will pull out that
For
monocle
fucking
again and start
what's
looking it
up?
over. And it will be. Whew! Alright. Well, this is an incredibly powerful enchantment on this thing, and it is like nothing I've ever seen before. Incredibly elegant and efficient with its use of magical energy, and like you said, it must be unique. I've never even heard of something like this. Honestly, I'd say something this valuable is more valuable than the sum of everything you've purchased here today.
I had an idea. Yeah.
Tradesies.
Just resheath it.
Just
He reluctantly lets it go.
Yeah.
As you're very strong and he's not. So you reach out to grab it and he his hand sticks to it, just holding it for a second, but then you easily pry it out of his grasp like it's nothing.
Just give him a little wink. Just yeah, I know, it's pretty cool.
Well, I should get back to my work. Thank you all for your business. You've cleaned us out of our stock of top shelf items today. The best customers we've had in a long time.
Perfect.
Do we get our picture on a wall for that?
Let's not.
in fact, we weren't here. Better you.
Of course. And he puts a finger up to his lips.
No.
No,
I will
here,
instruct all of my
how
men
about
as well.
this?
None of you are here.
I'm gonna sign a piece of paper, Bilbo Baggins. I'm gonna have to say
This is a curious name. I thought you weren't here though.
this is just when we become famous for saving the world. You save that for yourself.
Okay.
Bilbo has interesting relationships
And
with
I'll
here
just-
and not.
I'll mention that none of you were here. I'll make sure all my men know that as well. But I'll keep this piece of paper here, and if anyone comes to the shop under the name, he kind of looks it over again, erases his monocle up. Bilbo Baggins. I'll make sure that they are treated with the utmost respect as some of our best customers.
Yes. The
Thank
great
you
girl
kindly.
Dildo Saggins.
Remember
Dildo Saggins, yes.
Bilbo Baggins.
At what point in this interaction did this foreman grow a monocle?
He pulled it out of a shirt pocket earlier when Eli handed over
Oh.
something that he wanted appraised.
Gotcha.
So it's like a jeweler's glass, right? Like it has all the
Yeah.
but it's magic-y, so despite that being ridiculously unbalanced for a monocle, it still sticks to his face.
Yeah. Alright, so now we kill him and take the money back, right?
Oh no!
No,
every
he's
time you've
brought
been
all the
paying
magic
him,
items up for us.
every time you've paid him, he's brought the money inside
Dang.
and then come back out with the thing.
Damn, what a fucking smart and conservative dude.
Yeah. Imagine not leaving a pile of 40,000 gold in the middle of the street.
The
right
amount
after.
of gold that you paid him would require a wheelbarrow as well.
He's like, you just walk around with this shit? Are you kidding me?
This is like castle buying money that you just paid.
You just kind of strap the chest to Drost's back, and it kind of just does it.
I'm
mean,
like a
Eli
Luke
built a
Goliath from
wall of
Mario.
hundreds.
All right. Well, the four of you just single-handedly funded the expansion of House Cannith and Thalios, so that's excellent.
Agents of Cannith.
They're just gonna have a picture of us by the entrance, and it says offer these guys anything they want.
Yes.
They will buy anything.
I don't think I've ever run a session where I offer the items in a magic shop and they just get bought out.
Listen, this is the only time we're gonna be able to do this because now we're back to not having a lot of money.
Yeah, that's fate money.
But guys, you want to hear how much I can heal with my new staff?
Yes, I do
Probably a lot.
actually.
I do. Yeah.
I get 10 charges, and I can cast. I can cast Cure Wounds, 1 charge per spell, spell level up to 4th level. Lesser Restoration for 2 charges, or Mass Cure Wounds for 5 charges.
Ooh,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't recover
That's a good
all the
amount of
charges every
healing.
day though, but I mean,
I
still.
mean, it's pretty fucking sweet.
a
And I'm
lot of
only
stuff
going to
like that.
use the last charge in an emergency.
Does it have a chance to break if you use the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually do.
Yeah, so I'll be using 9 charges a day, unless someone's on 2 failed death saves, and we still have the enemy in front of us.
And you're out of spell slots.
And a mass spell slots. The cool thing is I can cast some of the spells anyways, just
Yeah.
randomly. But it does save me spell slots to do other things, like damage.
True. All right, pretty successful shopping episode so far. Do you return to the clothing stall now, or do you have other business first?
Clothing store.
With all the
Clothing
back
store.
and forth this guy has done, looking through his inventory and coming back with fucking wheelbarrows full of shit, it's taken about an hour, so it'd be perfect timing. So you make your way back to that makeshift tent and stall that the man had set up, and he has your clothing laid out neatly on a little kind of propped up table out in front of him, and says, "Ah, you've returned. I have finished crafting this moments ago, actually. This was perfect. It was a challenge to get one big enough for you, my friend, but I managed the one for the dog surprisingly easily. I just had to kind of trim off the sleeves, and then I used the sleeves to make little booties, as requested."
Oh my god, I love it!
Excellent. Thank you.
So he's already taken your money, or actually paid you in total, technically. But so everybody, including Juno, got cold weather clothes. So I'll just add that to everybody's inventories real quick.
Oh, that's easier than me starting to type it in.
Blip.
Yeah.
Eli, blip. Leroy,
Blip.
blip.
I
And
blipped.
Milos, blip. Let me know if anybody didn't get that transferred successfully, but it should be.
Oh, we should have shown the Kenneth guy the very rare arcane essence we have.
Those
Give
are
him
kind of
a heart
pricey.
attack.
I have
He-
plans
he
to
would
use
literally
those things.
What if I showed him the dragon shard?
Well, a very rare essence, like, is
That's
nice,
what we got.
but it's much more valuable when you turn that into something.
That's fair, yeah.
You could probably trade a very rare essence for a rare magic item, essentially, like that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's much more valuable turned into something.
Meanwhile,
like
yeah.
a
Meanwhile,
Colossus.
Yes.
meanwhile, my very rare greatsword, he's like fucking drooling over.
Mm-hmm.
See,
That
if we
is-
turn the essence into an item, we can sell the item.
Mm-hmm.
Nick is a
Make
a
bank.
previous DM knows that's worth like fucking 50K or something.
Yeah.
50k is exactly what I rolled, yes.
Yeah.
But your
Holy
character
shit.
doesn't know that.
Just more than 39k.
Yes. Yeah, the dude at House Canada literally couldn't price it, but yes, it is. He could confirm it was more valuable than everything you had purchased combined.
Oh my god, where did you get this?
This is more valuable than literally everything in our shop together.
Well,
Yeah.
I delimbed a 6-armed demon and then took it from them.
Yep. From the leader of a nation's capital castle.
Nope, not including that part.
But that's
I
just
was-
to show the stakes of why it was there, yes.
I was considering being like, why would you tell him we got it from the vault there? It was on the first floor.
All right. It's now getting pretty late. I mean, you all slept through the day, started your business in the late afternoon, mid to late afternoon, and it's early evening now.
All right. Let's go check out the house. Which house are we a part of?
Oh, speaking of them, I've had an idea on how we could cross the river.
I'm not kidding. Which house?
Orion.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Also, it's been more than an hour, so I definitely look like myself again.
Yep.
Lovely.
What is your idea?
So, I mean, we're literally staying in the transportation house. There's at least an 80% chance that they have connections that could get us a boat across the river.
Yeah.
True.
That's the entirety of my idea.
Oh.
But, like,
Hey, do we want to check in with the guy who runs the lightning tower?
oh yeah, Damien.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how he's doing.
Yeah. I'm going to go check the House Orion stables.
I'll come with you.
If the party bus is there, I'm sleeping in it.
All right. Head back to the stables. Doesn't take you long. And inside the House Orion warehouse, which I believe is actually where you ended up leaving them, you do find the party bus and a team of horses that appear to have been taken care of since you last left them. It appears that House Orion has been taking care of your vehicle for you.
Oh, not like disappeared, taken care of.
All of the horses had concrete on their hooves and thrown in the sound, yes.
Honestly.
I will go ahead and feed the horses, just in case no one's been there for a little bit.
They do appear to be pretty healthy, but, I mean, then again, the town was just on fire yesterday, so you make sure they have some fresh food, and they do start eating, but it doesn't look like they've been starved or anything.
Okay, perfect.
I feed them blood gin.
You make
Jesus
a
fuck.
not very intelligent creature live the life of a sentient creature for a night just to experience what it's like.
And then lose it, and then be forced to carry a vehicle behind them for the rest of their life.
That would probably drive a horse insane. to be forced to have the mental capacity of like a dwarf for the day. Like,
Boy. Next time someone's chasing us with horses,
Holy shit.
I'm
aerosol
poisoning
blood
their
gin.
mounts because they deserve it.
Oh my god.
Holy
Oh
fuck.
my Jesus.
Remember how this party is only neutral and not evil?
Yeah, what
Remember how I'm neutral
Isn't
good?
Eli good?
Yeah, but with this party, when Eli asked if
I'm a
something was
good guy.
evil earlier, everybody chimed in with, "No, we're neutral." Like, what if we just murder all of their mounts? Like,
Listen,
No!
Oh, they can't chase
Leroy
us
is
that way.
neutral good. Eric is at least neutral evil.
Oh my god.
Alright. I'm going to sleep here. It's getting kind of late.
We just slept, didn't we? Like
Did
a
we?
couple hours ago. We slept through the day.
Well, let's go find out if we can get transportation.
Oh,
all right. So you start asking around inside the House Orion chapter house here. Everything is a bit of a mess at the moment. There are people very frantically taking care of different elements of the business. Thankfully, House Orion itself has been mostly spared from this because it was very far from the Tower of Judgment. But just with the town in such a mess, it's obviously going to affect all of the business surrounding everything in the area. There are people worried about the trade routes and what's going to happen. Should elements of this be repurposed for something else? Because not many people are going to be traveling through here, yada, yada, yada. You eventually get the attention of one of the more prominent looking figures running around. You look for somebody who looks like they're the most stressed with the most responsibility, and you stop them from doing their very busy things to ask. And what are you asking for?
Hey. You.
Yes.
Hey, you.
Honorary agent of House Orion. What can we do for you?
We have direct orders from, thanks to himself, Azeo.
Oh, of course. I'm glad that he's lived through this mess.
I mean, he hasn't been in danger at any point.
Well,
He's not here.
passage was under mist only days ago,
Oh,
but we've still been receiving communication from Maseo. Yes.
anyways.
He's still heading things on.
He wants us to do shit, yeah?
Yes, of course.
We need to get across the, not the bridge, the river, the sand, the whatever.
Oh, that was going to be a tricky one.
We don't need you to do it specifically if you can point us to someone who has like a boat or some shit.
Well, the water is Lyrandar's domain, unfortunately.
Fuck.
Yes, quite. Also,
Quite.
there's a problem with boats and Reckenmark in that that side of the sound is riddled with cliffs. It's going to be very difficult for a boat to stop there. There's no docks. You would have to scale the cliffs from the water.
That's fine.
Travel from here to
Yeah.
Reckonmark is quite difficult.
I can climb up a cliff. It's no problem.
I'll
well-
turn to the others. Well, I can make us walk on the water if we
Honestly-
can just stay close enough.
Fuck Lorandar. Just head down to the docks, see if you can find a captain who's willing to just take you across. I'm sure there's somebody
Fuck
crazy enough to do it.
Lorandar.
Lorandor is as
Not
big.
wrong there.
They probably provide something.
All right then. Then just head to their branch, I guess, if it hasn't burnt down.
They have a bridge.
Yes, they've
Branch.
got a small branch here in.
Branch.
Yes.
Branch. Okay.
No, if they had a bridge, we wouldn't need the boat.
Also down by the docks. Though a little bit closer to here.
Yeah, their leader heroes us.
Also,
I
out
see.
of curiosity, what was the toll to go across that bridge when it did exist?
You know, it's been a long time since it was fully operational, but accounting
like
for
something-
inflation, it would depend on the weight of your vehicle too. So, what kind of thing are you considering having transported?
Heavy.
Body bus?
Oh, that thing. Oh, easily over 100 gold.
Oh, that's fine.
Jesus,
That's not that much.
whatever that is.
It's
Well,
a very
to go across the bridge.
important and it was a very important structure that, you know, took a lot to maintain it.
I suppose so. Anyway, so
Most of the time,
And,
the transportation was done by us, though. So, of course, we didn't pay our own rates. That was for other third-party dealers going across.
I see.
Yes, we just maintained it ourselves and then used it ourselves.
Fascinating.
Yes, but it'll be a long time before we, especially with Passage the way it is now, who knows if it'll ever get completed again.
I think it will.
If we all live that long.
Well,
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, speaking of which, we really do need to get over there.
Yeah, we
'cause-
really do.
were we ever going to meet with our contact?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just first to Lorandor.
I will leave you to that. And you know what? As a professional courtesy, I won't mention to anyone higher up that you've been dealing with Lorandar.
Oh, well, thank you. It's sort of just a necessity, but we appreciate it.
Yes, I understand. Like I said, some courtesy. But just also letting you know there are some that are less understanding.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
That's fine.
We know the Baron.
Good. I have lots to do, so I will leave you to that then.
Yep.
If there's anything else you need, just flag me down again. I'm sure I'll find time somehow.
All right. Bye.
Oh, that's
Hurriedly,
true.
as soon as you say bye, he turns around and leaves, just out the fucking door.
It's like awkward hand raise.
It's like he's been waiting
go.
to be like allowed to leave, and you say bye, just gone out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, that is why I name dropped Aseo immediately.
Yeah.
Yep. And they all do recognize you as like basically knighted by the king. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up
speak.
walk up. We're like, I have orders from the president. They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck.
Fuck, okay.
I need blueprints.
I need to seal the Declaration of Independence.
Do you though?
All right. Let's go talk to Damien. Unless someone wants to message him, and that's infinitely fucking easier. I don't want to have to walk out there unless we need to.
Oh, I haven't cast any difficult spells yet today. By the way, I think something might have happened with the Traveler just last night or whenever it was. I think I might have more capabilities, which is kind of neat. Anyway,
Yeah. All right.
what am I saying?
All right, weird. What are you saying?
Just oh yeah, you
That
didn't even
is
tell
premium.
me. We're
Didn't
just
go
to him.
down and just ask him in person to see if he's okay?
Is
Well,
that the
it could take a
fucking? I
couple
don't want
hours.
to walk to that tower. It takes so long to get there.
It's already getting
Uh,
late too.
Yeah, fuck that.
What if I just said you up and waited?
Jesus.
Wow.
What a waste of a spell.
Leaves you on red. Mental.
There you go.
Just doesn't answer.
Immediately reads, does not reply.
You don't get words back, you just get an ack. That's all.
I could put you. I have the spell to put you to sleep for 10 minutes too. Uriah, so you can message twice as often if you just want to stay you up and then end the first message.
If you
Don't
want to
do
say
it,
you
Jeffrey.
up and then fall asleep yourself, you could. Yeah.
Immediately.
Holy shit.
Without waiting for a response, just pass out.
Yeah. It's like casting it simultaneously.
Our shitheadery has evolved.
Yes.
Immediately gets a response. I leave them on red.
Perfect.
All right. So I will sort of let the power flow through me and begin to cast sending Damien, Dilorandar, of course, and send off to him. God, it's so tempting. Just wanted to check in after all of the unpleasantness that's recently taken place in Daliost. Are you all right? Feel free to reply.
A few moments later, you get a very tired sounding mental voice. Yes, I've been quite busy. Was using weather to help cool things. Was that you that took care of it?
Another cast of sending. That was us. Although technically Eli grabbed it.
Hey.
Is there anything you need help with?
This one comes back on a slightly longer delay. Just need rest now. Recovering. Took a lot out of me. Anything you need?
Guys, he asked if there's anything we need.
We need to
You
get
need to
across
vote.
the fucking river.
Third cast of sending.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
Aside from getting across the river to Reckonmark, no, there's nothing we need. If you
We
can
need
help with
it
that,
badly.
feel free to just go to sleep. Good night. Thank you.
Contact comes back again and says, ask for Fira Dillarandar at the docks and tell her that Damien requested that you get across the sound. My name
That
isn't
one's
so
on red.
easily dropped. And then
Uh-huh. Right. He said to ask for either Thera or Thera Dillarandar. He was pretty groggy, I think. We might have woken him up, so it's hard to say. Anyway, he said to say that Damien sent us, which sort of did.
All right, I guess we'll go and do that.
Yeah, also, I'm totally tapped now.
Do you want to
Are
nap?
you?
Sure. I mean, I've got a lot of other things I could do, but, like,
Well,
as far
we
as just
could,
casting spells.
yeah, if we wait 10 minutes, though, you can get all those back.
Yeah, I mean, you could just put me in a corner while you deal with something else. I'm fine with that, too. Really, it doesn't matter.
I don't want to carry him.
Oh yeah, you could carry me. I probably don't weigh more than 700-800 pounds.
I don't want to carry him.
one of my
Dude,
favorite parts
so
of Aberrant Mind
fucking
Sorcerer is if I really want to, I can cast Sending 15 times a day. And I cast
my
a
God.
lot of Sending with that character.
Oh my God, Jacob can cast sending. Don't tell Jacob this. Don't tell Jacob that.
you can cast sending.
That'll just be annoying to me.
Yeah.
I'm literally
Technically-
gonna text Jacob and say, look up sending.
Technically, you have to swap a spell out for it, but it is on the legal list of things you could swap for with, and then you can cast with sorcery points instead of spell slots. So it's
Yep.
Nick, if you text him that, you're a monster, and I can't even attend that campaign right now.
Anyways, you've got that information locked down. It is getting late, but you have a contact at the dock. The docks, excuse me. One Pira Delarandar.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Um,
It was Fira or Pira or Thera or
Something like that.
for yeah.
all right. So, do you all just head to sleep then in the party bus in House Orion? What you doing? Or is there more late night activities to be done? Downtime to complete? You could probably do 2 hours of downtime this night.
I have downtime to complete.
I also have crafting to do.
Downtime.
Anyone
I
who wants to
might-
can take 2 hours of downtime.
Woo!
Alright, Dean,
Oh.
remind me how this
Oh.
works, because I haven't actually gotten to this part yet.
I should spell it for you. There you go.
Thank you.
Alright. So I have. Let me read off my list. I have 4 adamantine ingots.
Mhm.
I have Stone of Zendrick. I have 2 scrolls.
Yep.
And a very rare primal essence,
Is that everything?
which we agreed could count for the 2 rare primal essence.
Yes.
Oh wait, I need to attune to my thing. Does that take time out of my?
That would take an
Mhm.
hour.
All right. So instead, I only have 13 hours.
That is everything.
You only have 13 hours?
Like total.
What?
Mhm.
I'm
You
confused.
get 2 hours of downtime.
No, I mean like total on what I'm doing.
ending
what's
the
your
world.
downtime activity?
Adding 2 to the downtime, it was 12, but instead it's
Oh,
1 now.
your training sleight
Oh,
of hand.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Got it. All right. Fair enough.
Can you attune to something during a long rest?
That's essentially what you're doing here. As part of a long rest, you can take 2 hours of downtime. Unless
okay.
unless you're taking a watch or something like that, that would compete. But so yes, you can attune as part of a long rest, but then that's one of the 2 hours gone.
Yeah.
Is it 1 hour or 2 hours?
It is 1 hour to attune.
I'm
You get
sorry,
2
I'm
hours of
just
downtime.
You said 1, then 2, and I just have it.
If you've got other tasks that you need to take as part of a long rest too, that may just extend your long rest. For example, preparing spells is part of a long rest, but there's nothing saying you couldn't take like an 8-hour and 10-minute long rest if you needed to or whatever. But yeah.
So what's? I need to make checks now. Like I'm into the part where I need to make crafting checks.
Correct.
I don't remember.
So you have a smithing check with a DC 17. And so no skill bonuses like guidance, for example, apply, nor bardic inspiration, nothing temporary. Smithing is use your smithing tools proficiency and strength.
Yep.
And then you just roll that.
Okay. Can I have someone assist me for advantage?
If someone assists you,
Yes.
you both roll separately and take the higher. Instead of one person having advantage.
Okay.
I'm happy to cast guidance.
That
You can-
literally just said that doesn't work.
Correct.
I'll still do it.
Okay.
You can take 4 hours instead of 2 hours for each check to take 10 on the 20 and just add your proficiency and stuff to that if you wish. That is an option, but not as part of the long rest, obviously.
Yep. Honestly, I probably won't do that unless I fail enough checks that it's getting weird, in which
Yeah.
case I'll just do that to auto pass.
That's been the rotation the other group has fallen into as well. It seems pretty effective.
All right.
Fail twice, take time. Continue.
Let's go
Camping.
look at what my bonus is to determine what I need to roll over.
For what?
So your DC is 17.
So smithing.
You need to roll 7 or 8.
So
I could
proficiency
help you with the
5,
check if you'd like.
strength 5, that's plus 10.
Mhm.
And I have expertise, which means it's a plus 15.
You literally need to roll a natural 1 to fail.
So if I roll anything except a natural 1, I pass a check.
Correct.
You're really setting yourself up here.
Jesus fuck. Did you say you were gonna help, Milos?
I could, but it sounds like you've got it under control.
If
I don't know.
you-
I feel like I need some help.
I mean,
Just
I'm happy
for
to help.
clarification
I
as
have
well.
Smith's proficiency.
Yeah.
If you were to help Milos, you wouldn't grant advantage. You would roll as well, and then take the higher.
Yes. But I have a 19 in strength right now because I've got the gauntlets of ogre power for crafting purposes still on.
Good point. All right.
Oh yeah, my smithing's just a +5.
Would you say that gives you power overwhelming?
I don't like that.
That deserved 5 bonks.
Someone
Alright.
left in protest. That's pretty good. All right. Slash roll 1d20, not d210, plus
Would it materially
15.
change it?
All right.
God damn, that was
You
Jesus.
rolled a 2. Holy
Fuck,
shit.
I rolled a 2.
Wow.
Oh.
That was like a 17. Okay, that totally passes. Wait, plus 15 already?
I was like,
Excellent.
oh my god. Could have been a 32.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. This game's really trying to fuck me over.
You got it though, technically.
Technically.
So you can mark down 1 success out of 12.
Oh, alright. Downtime.
See, where's the document again? Hold on.
Delete.
What's the DC again?
Of Drost's project is 17.
17. Oh, okay. Because I was going to be happy to spend my nights working on it, but my modifier, I think, is just +5 for smithing, right?
Yeah.
I think we also mentioned that, like, most crafting would be too loud for you to do at night.
Oh, was that it?
We had an
Keep my
agreement
party up.
before about you and crafting at night. I remember. I might have to
Oh,
look
yeah, it's
through
mostly
logs.
research stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But then again, we're not researching as much these days, so.
I also kind of have to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah, because you actually know what's happening.
Drost is the one
Yeah.
who created this like concept, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Also, with Kibble's crafting stuff, there is a distinction between keeping a watch and crafting, for example. So, if you wanted to stay up all night and keep watch, crafting would be a separate task, essentially.
Yeah, I'll just
Um,
stay up all night and keep watch.
Yeah. Passive perception out into the darkness, which is daylight to you. All right.
My God.
Any other downtime activities being taken care of here?
Yes, so I see I've got one very rare arcane essence in my inventory. Can I use that in place of like a rare arcane essence?
I can just give you one of those.
Remind me where you got that.
The Warforged Colossus?
I think so. It's in my. Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
maybe that was the esoteric part.
I don't remember what you got from there, but you did get something pretty rare, I think. I don't know. Drost got his very rare essence from deconstructing a magic item that he got.
We got a
the-
very rare essence from my son, but it's in the party
Maybe
fund.
the esoteric part. Oh, and I guess I have that listed twice. I'll delete it from the inventory then.
Oops. Okay, so it's in the party funds then, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember Faye got an arcane essence as well from the dragon corpse. So I'm trying to track where it came from, but yeah, a rare essence from the from Leroy's son would make sense. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's at least that's tracked in the party funds. It sounds like so you could use that for something.
Yeah. And
wait.
I have a normal rare one in my inventory that you can use.
Ooh. I mean, I could start one of my projects with that essence
Cool.
because there's another one in the crafting supplies.
Yeah, sounds good then.
All right. I guess I'll start that then.
All right.
That would
now,
be the assembly apparatus project, right? Yeah. Set has 2 essences, magic weapon, and enlarge reduce. I bought the magic weapon and enlarge reduce from the shop. So it's a DC 16 Arcana check.
What are you working on?
The assembly apparatus one.
Ah, yes.
Let's see. So I don't get expertise because it's Arcana and not a tool check. Do I get a D4?
You do because
thing?
it's not a temporary thing. It's a lineage trait.
Well, 20.
All right.
All right. So I will. If you remove that arcane essence from your inventory, Leroy, I can just track that I'm working on the project.
perfect. I'll do that.
See, and I'll remove the other one. And then I'll remove the spell scrolls that I put in my journal. And that's all set.
All right.
It's not a big deal. You don't find
So that's taken care of. Leroy, did you have any downtime to do?
I don't believe so. Let me. I could start working on creating other rare arcane essence, but I don't have any spell slots right now.
Yeah, that takes a full day, anyways.
Yeah.
You could, I guess, just keep watch then.
Yep.
I should pull up the big document of Kipple's camp actions at some point. That is parallel to the crafting
be
system.
fun.
Side note, Leroy, I am always grateful for more rare arcane essence.
Yeah.
There is so much I can craft with it.
Are you proficient with cooking utensils? Leroy?
No. I have alchemist supplies. You can cook something with that.
All right. So if you're not crafting, the alternatives to taking a watch are preparing and slumbering, getting an extra rest, essentially.
Slumbering.
If you choose to slumber, you reduce exhaustion by 2 instead of 1 for that long rest.
Okay.
But I believe this would already put you at 0 anyways.
Yeah.
However, you do wake up with 1 luck point as well.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is luck?
1 reroll, yeah. For the day. It expires after the day. But if you choose to slumber every night, you get 1 luck point. Yeah.
Oh, man. Could Leroy do that despite not sleeping?
Preparing is something like exercising or studying, and you get a d6 to add to 1 ability check. That next day, it actually depletes every time you use it. So a d6, then a d4, then a d2, and then it's gone. For that specific ability score, so you could choose dexterity, prepare dexterity for the day, and like wake up early that morning, and I don't know, do some cardio or something.
Argonian maid.
Do some yes, there you go, and wake up with a d6 to apply the skill checks. So those are your 2 options if you don't want to take a watch, or an extra watch rather.
I'll just take my watches. I mean,
okay,
it's better than getting. Oh wait, no, we're in town right now. No, we just bought 40,000 gold worth of magic items. I'm keeping watch.
All right, so I'll keep your passive perception in mind for those extra 2 hours of long rest, as I will with the other 6.
All right, sounds good.
That's easier than asking for 4 perception checks, I think.
Yeah.
All right, and Eli took his downtime, so I think
Yeah.
that's set. And from there, we will have you all completing this long rest at the start of next session.
Woo!
And that's all this week. Thank you for playing.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thanks for running.
Thanks for running.
It's a good episode.
Shopping episode.
I over prepared
We
because I
both had a
didn't.
shopping episode.
Yes, I didn't think you guys would take the complete shopping episode today, so I prepared.
Mm.
But now I'm prepared
I
for
see.
next week. Excellent.
I'm prepared.
Hey, there's